Yo, got me a 6-inch sweet onion teriyaki and chicken. Y'all, damn. I'm ready to smash this while we listen at how this woman named Sherri Papini, how she faked her own kidnapping and stuff.
I just got home from work and my wife wasn't there, which is unusual.
You had this beautiful blonde mom of two who all of a sudden had vanished.
She is considered at risk due to the suspicious circumstances.
I knew something was wrong. My first thing was somebody took her.
And that begins the search for Sherri Papini.
Police were pretty shocked to find that Sherri had been branded on the upper right portion of her back.
There is a massive break in the case.
And now it all comes crumbling down.
Tonight, the twisted tale of Sherri Papini and the disappearance that engrossed the country.
From everyone we talked to, Sherri, who was a stay-at-home mom, cherished her family life, doting on their 4-year-old son, Tyler, and their 2-year-old daughter, Violet. Take me back to that day. I went to work and I didn't get home until around 5 o'clock. I looked in a few different rooms and I couldn't find anybody. Then I called our daycare type place. First thing I said is, "What time did Sherri pick up the kids today?" And when she said, "The kids are here," that was like, something is wrong.
Ms. Papini has been entered into a national computer for missing persons. She is considered at risk.
There's so much about the abduction that just doesn't add up. And so with so very little to go on, investigators can only do one thing at this point, and that's focus their attention on Keith Papini.
Local officials are saying her husband's polygraph test indicates that he had no involvement with her disappearance, adding that they were also able to confirm whereabouts the day she went missing.
For 22 days, the police searched for Sherri when in the pre-dawn hours of Thanksgiving morning, 150 miles south of Reading, a driver spots a woman in distress on the side of the highway.
911 emergency, what are you reporting?
Hi, I have an emergency. There's a lady on the side of the road needing help. She's chained up, her vision's blurry, and she needs an ambulance.
Do you see her chained up?
Yes, her name is Sherri Panini.
Sherri is taken to the hospital where her clothing gets processed and sent out for DNA testing.
Looking at her injuries at the hospital, I was shocked by them. For it to be all over her face, her arms, her legs, and her chest and her back was just alarming.
Sherri told investigators that her kidnappers told her that she was going to be sold to someone as part of a sex trafficking ring.
She tells detectives she was kidnapped and physically abused by 2 Hispanic women.
I think she may have teased me. I don't remember. The next thing I remember is when my clothes were gone.
Police were pretty shocked to find that Sherri had been branded on the upper right portion of her back.
And they said I was branded. It hurts so bad.
Sherri Papini has endured 3 weeks of beating and abuse and torment. Then after all that, the kidnappers let her go. Sherri says she has no idea why they suddenly decided to release her.
Once she returned home, we went from worrying about finding a lady to now finding her abductors.
In this just-released video, you see detectives from the Shasta County Sheriff's Office interviewing Sherri at her home.
She was in a ball, in a cocoon essentially, with her knees up to her chest.
There was boards on the windows.
Sherri tells investigators that she was chained to a very specific kind of pole in the closet.
There was a chain around my waist.
Do you know what you were affixed to? Was it the tether? Was it like a rope?
A metal cable.
Was the cable affixed to the wall and like the cable was loose?
The cable was affixed to a pole that went up into the ceiling.
The sheriff held a news conference today describing Sherri Papini as courageous and revealing details about her 3-week ordeal.
Suspect number 1 had long, curly hair. She had a thick accent. Suspect number 2 had straight black hair.
To date, Sherri Papini.
It came back to James Reyes, an ex-boyfriend.
And you see James Reyes in a photo with Sherri from one of her social media posts.
It's a massive break in the case.
So the FBI field officer and myself went down to James's residence to do the confrontation.
Hello, good morning.
We're here regarding Sherri Papini.
Okay.
Just trying to figure out how you know her, when was the last time you talked to her.
Well, me and Sherri dated back in '02. I haven't talked to her in years.
There's information that I think you have about the abduction.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I can. All I know is what I read about it.
And it's not until 53 minutes into this interview that they get Reyes to finally come clean.
I didn't kidnap her. I just friend in need asked me for help. That was that.
What did you say?
Friend in need asking for help. So she was married with kids and shit, right? So it sounds like some infidelity shit going on. Like honestly, man, Sherri, why, man? Why you do that to your family, man? Your happy family, man. Why?
She was trying to get away from her husband. Like, her husband beats you, her husband raped you. I don't.
Man,
I don't know what her deal was.
She made up stories. Keith was abusing her. She needed to get out of that relationship.
The ex-boyfriend's version of what happened is radically different.
But you're saying absolutely. It was just you and her in the car. There were no females involved.
I don't know any Mexican girls. I mean, there's no way, man.
He was duped by her, but he went along with it.
I didn't know what the final plan was. Like, were we going to end up together? Was that her plan?
But it's fair to say you were hoping maybe you could get together with her.
No, I wasn't there yet.
She instructed James to get a rental car, leave his cell phone at his house, and drive the 9 hours or so to get to Redding, California to pick her up.
He gets her down to his apartment, gives Sherri the bedroom, and he sleeps on the couch.
Sherri told the world that she had sat there, locked up, chained, miserable, abused. But Reyes says the truth was that she voluntarily spent time alone reading the news about her own disappearance.
She starts to act erratically, according to him. She starts losing a lot of weight. She'd cut off her hair.
But then things get far more twisted. Remember all those terrible injuries covering Sherri's body?
How did all that stuff come
I mean,
about?
she did while she was here. I mean, she just hit herself with something, created a bruise or something.
She's bleeding, bruised, burned, and scarred. Then she says to him, I need you to brand my back.
I'm like, oh, this is probably gonna hurt. I mean, I've never done this.
I already said he putting himself in a situation, but at the end of the day, it wasn't no murder or crime involved because the woman fabricated that she was abducted and kidnapped and shit like that, and she was held captive, and motherfucking beaten and branded and shit. The whole time she asked the dude that she snuck off with, which was a long time ex or something, to brand her to go along with the story. You get what I'm saying? Y'all know some people be doing that shit too. They'll create some type of bodily harm to themselves so the story can seem more truthful. Some people go through that pain, but hey, and branded, if the pain is somewhat of a tattoo, if you ask me, it depending on what area. See, I got tats on both necks, and I can say branding is something dealing with heat and shit like that, right? But it's an irritating feeling, man, with that tattoo needle just going like this constantly. It's just irritating. I can stand it because I went and got another one right here and shit. You get what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, man, she got him to brand her so the story can go, so the story can seem. Man, that shit crazy to do all of this just to get away from your husband and shit.
And then
And
she
kids.
was like, I'm ready to go back to the kids. She started missing her babies. I'm like, of course. It's just like, I'm ready to go. I'm just like,
So now she's done with that shit. Now she's saying she fed up. Now she want to go back home with the kids and shit.
Thanksgiving Day, I'm just like, seriously?
Then, before dawn on that now infamous Thanksgiving morning, James Reyes says he dropped Sherri off in a remote area.
When we come back, the authorities close.
That's when they'll. So that's how when they 911 got the call like, hey man, it's this lady right here. She's tied up. She's by herself. She look injured and such and such. That's from the dude dropping her back off after she done that shit to herself, man.